David.
Love it when you tow that cross, Rudy.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
All right, folks, coming down to about the last minute here of practice. Guys have been doing some pretty good practice laps here. Welcome to Maximum Speed Racing League race here tonight at Road America. 25 laps guys running here tonight. They only have one reset. I've seen a lot of cars go off track. This track is very well noted for that. You got to really back up your turns. Make sure you're definitely braking before you get to the turns, because if you brake before or after you get into the turns, you're probably going to spin it out. We don't want to get off into the kitty litter there. That'll really make you loose back in there, and you're going to get a lot of incidents. So, but this should be a pretty good race out here. These guys ran a practice race last night and 15 laps last night, and actually did quite well. I think everybody was pretty pleased with the performance of everybody. Main thing is getting to know to race around each other, and we've got a few new guys in here tonight. But anyhow, they're getting ready to go to qualifying. Of course, we won't be able to see them qualify. What we'll do is we'll just pop up the thing here in a little bit, but race analysis tonight, 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 mile an hour wind. So we'll keep an eye on that and make sure we follow along through that. As they're all taken to the track now to qualify. Just a couple of things to remind you about Road America. This isn't a usual track that we do run the trucks on, excuse me. But the guys really kind of was looking forward to running a little bit of a couple road course tracks this season, and this being season 2. Road America kind of was brought up, and there were a few guys that didn't have the track, but we've had a lot of guys go purchase it, and it actually is one of my favorite road courses. I like this one in Watkins Glen. It's there's not a whole lot of passing room on this track, but there is areas that are good for passing. So kind of a mixed emotions about the track out here. A lot of guys don't like it. Some guys do like it. Some think it's exciting. Some think it's different, than just the straight oval track. This is all about the driver here. This is just how good of a driver your skills are, that you can actually come out here and turn right and left and run well. So again, like I said, they've got some mixed emotions out here. Pit road, You know, as we always say, pit road can win or lose the race. This being a big a track as it is, it's a really, let's see,
User joined your channel.
track length is 4 miles, so 4 miles around this huge track. You know, if you have to pit, you know, you're not going to go a lap down immediately. As long as you get back out and get back up to speed, you'll be okay. I expect probably in the first couple laps, the cars are going to start getting spread out rather quickly, because we've got different, you know, driving levels out there. We've got some that are really good at road courses, we've got some that are mediocre, and we've got some that are, man, you know, they're okay, about like me. I'm not very good at all. So, but you know, it should be a pretty good race out here, and I'm kind of expecting, you know, there is no cautions per se on this track. We do have full course cautions on, but that's only if there's like a 5 or 6 car pileup going into turn 1. It may throw the caution, and we left it to where we actually could throw one, but I don't foresee that happening. If everything goes as good as it went last night, I expect it to be a halfway decent race. So, well, anyhow, welcoming my buddy in the booth here with me, Ed Hewitt. Welcome there, Ed.
Hey, thank you, Rudy. How we doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right. You missed an awesome
good,
race
good.
last night.
Oh, that's right. You had practice here, right?
Yeah, it was great. I broadcasted it too, because it was just, you know, everybody kind of wanted to see how it was going to go, and I was kind of wanting to try out the camera angles and stuff, because some of the guys said the camera angles weren't that great here, but actually, you know, I found them not to be too bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's my wife's birthday there, and I took her out and had a good time.
That's very cool. So, yeah, the guys are all out qualifying now, and we've got a lot of new guys in here tonight, Ed. Some things I'll have to discuss with you after the race is over and stuff, but Everett Lane is one of the new ones. Let's see, I'm trying to go down the list here.
I just talked to Everett, man. Sounds like a nice guy.
Yep. Andrew Williams, very nice guy. Sean Dorr, Trevor Game. So we've got some pretty nice ones, you know, pretty nice drivers in here. And
oh, good.
You know, I you know, they haven't really ran around these guys very much, but now Andrew ran with the guys last night, and you know how we always say, you know, learn how to run with each other out there on the track, and I thought they did pretty well last night.
Oh, good.
So, all right, well, the first one coming in with a qualifying time is Teddy Wisniewski with a 2 minutes 16 seconds qualifying time. So we've seen, I think last night they were down in the 2 minutes 15 second, Ed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were really putting them out there. There's Jeremy just rolled in with a 2:15.
Yay, Rudy. 19 drivers, man. We're getting there, buddy. That makes me feel good. Oh, Jeremy Patterson.
Yeah, I think there's a few of the guys that have said, like, you know, no, man, I'm just not going to do this track, you know.
Right.
And
It's a fun track. If you take your time, Rudy, I mean, it really is.
Yeah. Oh, Brian Wortman's in. Wow.
Yep, I saw him in there, yeah. He said he likes this track.
Mm-hmm. So Tony Godwin rolling in with a 2:14. Holy smokes! Jeremy he won the race last night, and he had the fastest truck out there. Tony tried to reel him in, but Tony kept drifting back. And my guess is, I think Tony must have went out and did a lot of practices today, because he rolled in with a 2:14. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So Jeremy's going to have to pick it up a little bit to try to beat that time. But see,
Sean
lot of-
Butler, man's right up there, close
Yeah.
to his time too.
a lot of guys last night, overdriving the turns, Ed, slipping in the turns, running off into the grass a kitty litter. We had guys that cranked up 36 incident points last night. That when you run off in the grass, that's an incident point. And I did mention that to the guys there just before they went to qualifying. I said, just don't forget, guys. You run off in the kitty litter or in the grass, that's an incident. Counts against you.
Right.
So, I hope I got through to them about it, because that it's gonna make a difference in where how many points you're gonna get in the race, because you might just eat up all your points by losing them all to incident points.
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it might have been Andrew that had the most incident points last night, but he said 99% of his were running off the track. And I said, well, that's where you got to get a hold of it. I don't think I ever seen him hit anybody.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, what the problem is, man, you just got to downshift. You got to go in these corners in second gear and come up out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't really tested here at all, Rudy. I mean, I started testing and I went right to qualifying, but that's all right. I really didn't practice at this track, actually I never drove on this track, so I can't tell you how the turns are. Did you try it out?
Oh yeah, I was on it last night. I didn't try it tonight, but what we did was we threw in. We had 3 different setups to go with, and everybody tested all 3 setups, and we took a vote on it afterwards. And we decided on the one setup, and that's the one that's in the server tonight. So,
okay, good.
It was like a 8-to-1 vote, for this
right.
for this setup. So, and the thing of it was a lot of the guys had practiced with that setup, before. So hold on here a second and turn to. Okay, yeah, just so I can get so I know when qualifying's over. But they got 10 minutes to qualify. So, but all in all, it was a really good turnout last night for a lot of the drivers to get in here and experiment with this. Matthew Breckel, Timothy Lewis, Kevin O'Brien, Teddy Wisniewski, Jeremy, Sean, Tony. A lot of the guys, really. Rush was in here, William Kirk, Steve Hurst, David Howard, Aaron Davis, Andrew Williams, and I guess that was it, So everybody really had a good time and did quite well. I was pretty proud of all of them.
Oh, good.
But Andrew's gotten a lot of his Aussie buddies over there to... okay, they're gridding now. All right.
Why don't you give him a rundown, Rudy?
All right, go ahead, Ed.
All right, here we go, man. Here's our rundown for the race for tonight, Rudy. All right, first place, we got Tony Godwin. We got second place, rolling second place, we got Sean Butler. Rolling in third spot, Jeremy Patterson. Rolling in the fourth spot, Teddy Winska.
Winooski.
Winooski, okay. Winooski. What a name. Okay. Rolling in the fifth spot, Kevin O'Brien. Rolling in the sixth spot, Matthew Brickle. Rolling in the seventh spot, what's that, Rudy? Trent.
I can't see the list right now. Seventh is William Kirk, ain't it? No?
No.
Well, hold on here. Let me...
Trevor, there.
Seventh spot, Trevor Gain.
Yeah, Trevor Gain, yep. Freaking, I couldn't see that name for some reason.
Eighth is Everett Lane. Ninth is Timothy Lewis.
Timothy Lewis, yep. Go ahead, Rudy. You can run the rest.
10th is Steve Hurst. We got Jared Akey. Of course, you're not in it. Andrew Williams. Aaron Davis. David Howard Jr. in the back. Dustin Lee. William Kirk. Sean Dorr. and Vic Greenwood, and rolling out the end of the field is Brian Wortman. So good good qualifying lap by Tony Godwin with a 2:14.300 even. So great lap by Tony. Holy smokes! Sean Dorr in second there with right 76 1,000ths of a second slower. I mean, that's amazing, Ed.
That is, buddy.
All right.
Hey, Rudy, I couldn't get to review the rest of the rundown. I had our admin out there talking on the track, and I just kind of messed me up.
Well, we were talking about that last night, and they kind of all came to the conclusion that you probably should mute them.
Okay.
The reason being, if you're coming across the broadcast and one of them are cussing and swearing, they don't need to come over the broadcast.
Okay, buddy.
Because you come over that last time, we have admins out there. Let them deal with the stuff, We're up here in the booth. We got this to deal with, But I kind of agree. We agreed with them a little bit, and I know you'd like to be involved with what's going on out there. And, if you've got that where you can unmute it and mute it, from time to time, and that's great. But, if you're going to see a lot of spinning and stuff, you might hear some cursing over there. And if you key up your mic, we're going to hear it over the broadcast. We don't want to hear that.
No, definitely not.
Hey, these guys are drivers out here, folks. And real life they curse at each other, and they do it here. So but we don't want that to come over our broadcast.
Boy, the trees are hiding some of the drivers, man. I got a different camera view, I guess.
Try camera 2.
Okay.
I'm kind of going to stick with camera 2 most of the time because it does have the best views. Camera 1 hides some trucks. Camera 3 is actually not bad. But if you go between 2 and 3, it's pretty good.
All right.
All right, well, Tony leading them around this long pace lap here, 4 miles around this track. So 25 laps, I know it sounds like a short race, but...
Not here, it ain't.
No, they ran 15 laps last night, and it was quite long. So they got 10 more of them to run tonight. Yeah, they got to remember coming up this hill here. When they come around, to take the green flag, coming up that long hill, you got to remember pit road entrance is right at the bottom of that hill.
Right.
And pit road exit is just after you get past the start finish line. Pit road exit is right there. So, and you do have to stay to the right. So the guys are going to have to remember when they come up by there, stay, to the outside because there could be some trucks entering the track, and that we don't want to see a wreck there, with somebody coming out of pit road and coming out onto the track and just like taking out the leader, So it's something that they're going to have to remember, to stay onto the outside of the track. So very, very interesting track. A lot of fun. I had a blast on it last night, just out there practicing a little bit. Of course, I was about 10 seconds slower than everybody else, but I was
just having fun. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, I said I'm not out here racing with you guys, so I don't care.
I think I'm gonna watch Steve Hurst and Jarrett Akey running that 11 and 12 spot, Rudy, so I can see what's going on.
All right, yeah, kind of keep an eye on the back part there and make sure everything's kosher back there. As the pace car ducks off, Ed, and we're getting ready to go green flag racing. Green, 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 here we go. 25 laps at Road America.
I guess Steve Hurst is gonna sit back a little bit, and we got a couple of trucks on the apron, not the apron, but pit road. Probably going to come out last.
All right, Tony makes it into turn one first, so Sean Butler right on his tail, and Jeremy Patterson, last night's winner in the practice race, there in third spot. So these guys are already starting to see a little bit of daylight in between the trucks. They're spreading it out a little bit. But like last night, they learned, Ed, you don't want to let that leader get out there too far because it is so hard to reel them back in.
Oh, it sure is, man. Try to find somebody to draft with too. You don't want to stay on their bumper. Don't get right on their bumper so you'll wreck each other. But
Right.
enough to you close the gap a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think drafting would be important on a road course, but there's a lot of...
Oh, Timothy Lewis came around there. No caution, right?
No. There's quite a few places that, with some long stretches, where they can actually use that draft. Kevin O'Brien running in, well, it says the 7th, but it's not the 7th, it's the 5th. Trevor Gain now up to the 6th spot, so Trevor doing real well here, getting by Dustin Lee. Dustin Lee moving up. So we'll have to wait till they cross the line to get the actual number.
Oh, we had another truck. We had another truck spun around there. I couldn't pick up what number that was.
And I think that's what, these guys they're going to have to, might take them a lap or two to get the hang of this, that they're going to have to take it easy,
I think that was it Sean? The 66 that came around there. Got it back on the track, though.
Cool.
Sean.
Sean Dorr.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the number 11's all twisted up. You must have, Vic Greenwood must have hit something there.
So you see these front three here kind of pulling away from the rest of the field by a little bit. And those three were definitely in the hunt last night for the win, but Jeremy just had a little bit too much for the rest of the guys. But like I said, I think these guys have been out practicing, and he did throw out a little bit of a tip sheet today in iRacing, Ed, to all the drivers. And, that was very cool. I read over that, and I'm telling you what, that was very informative. And, for a person like me, I'm not a big road course fan. I'm a lot better than I ever used to be, but for me to read that tip sheet, I'll tell you what, I got a lot out of that, And,
oh, wow, good.
And, a lot of the drivers did, and I think this is what we're seeing here tonight. This could be the product of that tip sheet that Jeremy sent out to everybody. And that and a lot of practices. They practiced a lot today. Kevin O'Brien threw up a couple practice servers this morning, and the guys were in there turning laps on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Andrew and Steve Hurst, and God, I can't remember. There was 4 or 5 of them in there practicing this morning at like 7:30 your time in there. Well, Australia, that's evening to them.
Right, exactly. Brian Werman is out of the race. He must have took his car behind the wall.
He might have just did a start and park, maybe.
That could be. Vic Greenwood's back on the track. Got 4 fresh tires full of Sunoco fuel there. He's back on his way.
Tony's starting to pull away a little tiny bit here. He's 0.8 of a second ahead of Sean Butler. Not much yet, but they're starting to get spread out around the track, and that's good, Ed, because now they can start racing the track and don't have to worry about running into each other, and getting incident points that way.
Yeah, 10-4, bro.
So,
just looking at Everett D. Lane there, man. He's running in the 15th spot, doing a good job, getting through the turns.
Mm-hmm.
Where my buddy Jarek Akey's at. He's running in the 14th spot, man, getting through these turns. A little slow, but saving that truck.
Yeah, and he was going to start and park. That's what he told me. I'm going to start and park. I knew he wouldn't.
Yep.
I knew he wouldn't.
Timothy Lewis running in the 13th spot there, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
A little trouble on the get-go there, but it looks like he straightened it out. The number 77, Andrew Williams there, running pretty good, running 12th spot.
Yeah.
Aaron Davis there running an 11th spot and the number 21 truck.
Again, like I said, I think as these guys get spread out a little bit, and, they're going to race the track and not race each other so much, and it's going to be a lot better all the way around, I think. Like I told the guys, I said, just get through this godforsaken week.
Yeah, exactly, Rudy.
We get back to some oval racing here.
We got Aaron Davis running this 10th spot there, Rudy. I mean, David Howard Jr., I'm sorry, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
William D. Kurt there running in the ninth spot. Getting through the turns. Matthew Brickle there running the 8th spot. Oh, true. Go ahead, Rudy.
Matthew, he ran okay last night. He did have some issues with the turns and stuff, but as the night went on, he was getting better. And I think Matthew, he's definitely come a long ways on this oval or on this road course. He's definitely come a long ways.
Well, looks like Matthew None, that's William D. Kurt going to pass the 39 truck. Yep, he's going to take that from Trevor Gain there. Take that position away from him.
Yeah, Dustin Lee up to the 4th spot now, but he's 10 seconds behind the leader.
Whoa.
So, I mean, these guys are really getting spread out around here now. And, Jeremy Patterson still hanging on there, about 1.9 seconds behind our leader, but running real well.
Oh, that's awesome, really.
And he's about 8.7 seconds ahead of Dustin Lee.
Kevin O'Brien there running this 5th spot there, the number 84 truck, doing a good job getting through the turns. Dustin Lee running in the 4th spot. And then got Jeremy Patterson running in the 3rd spot. And 2nd spot goes to Sean Butler, and the 1st spot goes to Tony Godwin.
So Tony's starting to distance himself from the 2nd and 3rd place drivers now, and he's really driving the wheels off that truck, I'm telling you.
Oh, hit the grass there a little bit.
Yeah, he did, and he come out of that turn by half sideways, didn't he? Wow.
He sure did.
And
Watch those incidents, though. You got to watch the graph.
Yep, I watched him last night, and I'll tell you what, come toward the end of the race there, he was sideways in almost every turn. He was just driving the wheels off that thing, but he could not, he was losing ground to Jeremy.
Boy, Jeremy Patterson just went by Sean Butler there.
Oh, man, had to get something to drink.
It's gonna be a long race.
Yes, sir. We only got 5 down and 20 to go. But you know what? They're actually doing pretty darn good. I'm telling you, they're doing every bit as good as they were doing last night.
That's awesome, Rudy.
So Vic Greenwood running back here in the 16th spot. Everett Lane in the 17th spot. Everett Lane now 1 lap down.
I think he had a pit there. I see him in the pit road there, Rudy. Looks like he's getting 4 fresh tires and some fuel.
Cool. Yeah, definitely going to have to use pit stops here tonight. You're not going to make it the whole 25 laps on 1 tank. They're probably, I'm going to just take a guess and say they're probably going to have to do 2 pit stops.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, not just for fuel, but I don't think they're going to want to stay out there with them tires being that bad,
Oh, no, definitely not, Rudy. I'm definitely going to come in and get tires, man. But going back and forth, it takes a toll on these tires.
Yeah, you're taking the edges off of both sides. not just one side. But Steve Hurst out here running in the 14th spot. He did pretty well last night. I think he finished 11th last night. And
that's awesome.
He did pretty well. He spent a lot of time off of the track, but I think he learned a lot.
That's good.
I think he learned a lot, and he's definitely showing it here. So Jared Akey on pit road now. He may be parking it for the night or something. Don't know. Sean Dorr back to the 13th spot, now 62 seconds behind our leader. I kind of like this compare thing. Jeremy told me today. He said, "Rudy, make sure you use that compare." Okay. It is kind of cool,
Right.
I'm telling you what, I cannot say enough about Jeremy. I'm not trying to suck up to him or nothing. I mean, we could not do what we do right here, Ed, without with the work that this man has put into all these graphics and these overlays. It's just freaking amazing.
Right, exactly. Oh no, I know he does a good work, and I highly recommend him, on our team, man, just because he does so much good. It's not for us, man. It's for the team. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I told him. I said, I don't want to lose you at all, man. Without you, we wouldn't have what we have, and we appreciate it so very much. It's just been very, very amazing work that he's done. And all right, so up here, David Howard Jr., 37 seconds behind our leader, Andrew Williams, not far behind him, only a couple seconds.
David's in the grass.
In the kitty litter.
In the kitty litter, yeah.
Brings it back up onto the track, does a good job making sure that he does give room to Andrew, and that's what these guys, they've got to make sure that they do, to try to give that driver the respect, that you spun out, bring it up on the track after he goes by and be safe about it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, be safe. Yep, come back on the track safe, and you won't have to worry about hitting anybody.
Exactly. So,
and that will keep us out of trouble.
There you go. Matthew Breckel here in the 9th spot. Matthew running really good tonight. Wow, I think somebody did some practicing. Yeah, good job, Matthew. All right. Now the guys that have come over, Ed, are some of the guys that have been running in the Cora Sunday Money series, and they love the commentating here. They love our graphics. They love everything about this. That's why they've come over here. Everett Lane and Sean Dorr and Trevor Gain. That's why they've come over here. So
awesome.
They love this. They're and that's why I said I'll talk to you about some other stuff later.
10-4.
All right, so Trevor Gain up to the 7th spot now. So great job by him. Aaron Davis running in the 8th. Aaron ran really good last night too, and he's hanging in there tonight, doing a great job. Kevin O'Brien's still running in the 6th spot. So great job by Kevin tonight. He ran awesome last night too. He finished 3rd in that race last night, Ed. Very good job.
Oh, good job. Definitely good job.
Yeah. And William Kirk in the 5th. So these two here kind of hanging pretty close to each other here, not far apart, only about 1.5 seconds apart. So
Still got Jared Akey on pit roll. Now he's been there a while.
He's probably Facebooking. He's probably doing Farmville too. He's hooked on that stuff now.
Everett D. Lane is sitting in pit roll. Probably got some damage.
All right, Dustin.
I'm glad Vic Greenwood, Mrs. Greenwood, if you're watching, man, your hubby out there running Road America tonight, man. It's not the fastest track in the world, but he's getting the job done. That's all we got to say.
Yeah. He said he wasn't sure if she was going to watch tonight. He said she was pickling.
All right, okay.
She's pickling. So I don't know what she's
Well, yeah.
pickling, but I said, well, tell her to lay off of the booze. Get in here and watch a race. Quit getting
Right,
pickled.
exactly. I'm proud of Steve Hurst tonight, man. Look, he just taking his time. He's being patient here, and just running some laps.
Yeah, I think some of the driver, that's the way I'd be doing it too, Ed, because I'm not good here, so I don't want to, get a lot of incident points. So I'm just gonna ride around carefully and try not to run off the track. Let everybody by when they come up to me, So. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
All right, so these front three still running nose to tail up here, Ed. Look at this. Jeremy has caught up to Tony Godwin, and oh man, I'm telling you, there could be a bid for the lead here before too much longer.
As it looked like, and you know what? Shaw amazes me week after week when he comes here, and Jeremy, man.
Yep.
Good drivers.
Yeah, they're these three right here are definitely have got some experience under their belts. They've got a lot of seat time, and we talk about
definitely.
that a lot. Seat time is very important on a lot of these tracks. And
Oh, Jeremy's looking on the inside there. He's gonna get it, and nope, he closed the door.
they're coming up on lap car here of Steve Hurst, and I hope Steve gives them lots of room.
Well, I hope these drivers tell him that he's right there. So
They need to communicate.
Yep, we talk about that a lot too.
Yeah, I mentioned that last night. I said, the key out there is communicating and telling them, hey, I'm coming up on your outside or your inside, or, hey, get over and let me by. Oh, and Steve takes it off into the kitty litter to let them all by. Wow. Oh, he didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't have to. He could have
No.
waited, and those guys could have got around long as he kept it low. But that's what I was saying. The driver that's leading the race needs to communicate with the lap car there,
Yes.
and just let him know what way he's going.
Exactly. You're right.
I mean, don't throw him off the track because he just had no choice there. But I would never went in the kitty later. I would have saw him in my mirror, and if somebody's talking, to say, "Listen, I'm going to go high, stay low."
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't hear nobody say nothing. So
Timothy Lewis back here in the 12th spot had 90 seconds behind the leader, but still running good. He's running his own race, and that's what you got to do out there. Just run your own race,
yeah, exactly. I mean, just worry about yourself. Don't worry about nobody else, man. As long as you finish the race, that's awesome.
18 laps to go. So we're clicking them down.
We sure are.
Got 7 laps under our belts, so 18 to go. So somebody else, the number 1 there, Everett Lane, off into the kitty litter.
Yeah, he sure is.
So, oh man, that's going to be chock full of incidents there, buddy. Everett,
This is
4 laps.
gonna be a really tough track for some of these drivers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I think if these guys, if they could have been here last night, for the practice race, maybe that might have helped them a little bit here tonight. So, we see that a lot, where the guys, if they don't show up the night of practice, the night before, and that's something that we might want to make sure that we do get up there after this race is over, Ed, or tell them on the track or something when we're coming down to the last 5 laps to go. Tell them, don't leave after the race, so we can at least talk to the new guys, and kind of fill them in on a few of the things, so they're up to speed, with everything. So.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because they've yet to be in here telling that we do have a practice race on Monday nights, and it's of the race that we're going to be running Tuesday night, only in a shortened version. We only have 1 resets in the race, but the practice race, it's unlimited, to give everybody a chance to get out there. We don't want people leaving because they've used up the resets,
Right, exactly.
Practice is the main thing, is to get out there and run around everybody and get to learn how to run around everybody, and that's why last season was such a great success, Ed. And I really hope to see that this season is the same way. Eventually we may work into that.
Right, exactly.
So Andrew Williams there in 10th spot. Matthew Breckel not far behind him. running in the 11th spot. He's only about 3.5 seconds behind him. So, but Andrew, one of our Aussie buddies, very nice guy, like him a lot, man. He is so cool. He was in here this morning, and he was running some practice laps with Kevin O'Brien and some of the other guys, and man, I'm telling you, what a cool guy. He's really cool. He's likable as all get out.
Get out.
Oh yeah, he is. He's really likable, man. He's a cool guy.
Who is this, Rudy, again?
Andrew Williams.
Oh, yeah, Andrew, yeah.
He's in the 10th spot right now, and he's coming up. He's coming up on David Howard Jr. Real close. He's only about a little over half a second behind him. David I think he kind of spun out there in that one turn a little bit, so that cost him a little bit of time.
Yeah, when he hit that kitty litter there.
Yeah. Oh, he spins it again, and he hits a wall. Wow, that wasn't good.
Oh, that's going to be costly for him.
Yes, it is. You're definitely going to have to go in and use that reset now there, David. Dang it.
Oh, definitely.
It looks like he's struggling a little bit for steering, but hopefully he's going to be all right. He's got a pretty crinkled up front fender. And he's off in the kitty
back in the
litter.
kitty litter. Oh, save it. Don't hit the wall again.
He's not doing good.
Oh, no, he's having some bad luck here.
Yeah, he's having some steering issues, I believe. I
think so.
I think he's probably going to come on pit road here, I think. We'll come watch him and see. Yeah, he's coming up pit road. So, all right, so David Howard Jr. coming on pit road here. Probably going to use his reset if he hasn't already. I think pit road speed is 45, I think. So yeah, that was kind of costly for David right there. You know, but that's all it takes, Ed, is one little mistake, and you know, and it can cost you the race, you know. And I feel bad for the guys in a situation like that. But you know, that's what comes of it, you know.
Right, it sure does, Rudy.
All right, well, Timothy Lewis now passing him up for that position. So Timothy Lewis now goes into the 11th spot, and David Howard Jr. will go back to the 12th spot.
You sure will. I mean, you got to get in there and get some 4 fresh tires and full of Sunoco fuel. Fix a little bit of damage, no damage there, and he should be on his way.
Trevor Gaines still running in the 9th spot here. Ooh, makes a wide turn there. And does recuperate well. So these guys starting to learn their braking points. Very good. I'm impressed. Matthew Breckel in the 10th spot. What am I doing? Going backwards? Kevin O'Brien in the 6th spot, and Aaron Davis 7th.
Oh, Matthew Breckel coming out, turned pretty hard. Aaron got into the kitty litter and spun her around. But he's back on the track, Ann.
Vic Greenwood back here in the 13th spot. I seen Aaron Davis. Where the heck was Aaron Davis running in the 6th spot now?
Oh, wow. He's cruising right along.
Yeah, he's picked up a couple spots there because some people have pitted, and so he's doing quite well out here. He's only 51 seconds behind the leader. But we've got to get caught back up to our leader because there may be some changes going on up there. William Kirk in the 5th spot. Dustin Lee is still hanging in there in 4th, but William Kirk's reeling him in. Only about 2.2 seconds behind him.
Sean Buller. Oh, John Buller came about 5 seconds back. He must have something happened there to him.
Yeah, it could be, or maybe his tires are just starting to fall off a little bit. But back up here, Tony and Sean, or Jeremy. I'm sorry, Jeremy. Don't get mad at me. Tony and Jeremy coming up on some lap traffic now, and they're going to have to negotiate around them, and hopefully these guys give them lots of room. They're coming
I hope our leader tells them where he's at. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I hate anybody get wrecked here.
Yeah. Well, they're coming up on to the front stretch here, so this is going to be probably all about. And Timothy goes up on pit road, and we've got a couple other takers up on the pit road too, Ed.
Oh, we sure do.
Timothy Lewis and looks like Sean Butler up on pit road. So these two coming up in here, you know, they've ran about 10 laps on these tires and decided, well, you know, I'm going to come in here and top off the tank with fuel and get some four fresh tires and go back out and finish the race.
Oh, looks like David Howard Jr. might be going a lap down here. We'll see what happens. He's giving him the room, so that's awesome. Thank you, Dave.
Yep. Good job. That's nice. That's true sportsmanship there by David right there. That was.
It sure was.
David. Oh, and he slips a little bit going into that turn too, but he's running in 11th spot. He had 1 lap down, and this is kind of uncharacteristic of David. But you know, not saying anything bad. I'm just saying David's usually a front runner, but I think he's been struggling just a little bit with this track. But so has a lot of people. I would be.
It's really, it really is. It's really slippery in some of these turns, really, because you're off the throttle, on the brakes, shifting down, trying to come up off these turns. Man, it's just a nightmare.
Yep. Everett Lane here is slipping and sliding around the track, trying to get some grip to come around here. He's 4 laps down now in the 15th spot. So. All right, let's get back up here to the battle for the lead. And Tony Godwin and Jeremy Patterson still going at it up in the front here. Tony gets a little bit of a bite off in one turn, and Jeremy gets a little more bite off of another turn. So these two here pretty much running equal, Ed.
Yeah, I've been watching them lap after lap. Tony gets a run up, come off these turns, and Jeremy there, you know, man, what's going on? Where's he getting the speed from? And he's trying to catch up. But if you notice, some of these turns, he gets on the brakes really hard without running him in over.
Yep. And Jeremy kind of filled us in a little bit last night how he drives. He brakes really early. You know, he's really down low. He gets his run coming off the turns, rather than trying to power it into the turns, you know, and brake.
Right, exactly.
And I think that's a good theory, because, you know, as well as he ran last night, that was just, you know, that was amazing. The line that he ran, and you know, his braking points were a lot different than a lot of people. And he forewarned everybody. I believe he did it again tonight before the race. You know, he said, "Look, guys, don't run me over going into turn 1, you know, at the start, because I do brake early."
You're right, exactly.
And that's good communication. That's what all these drivers need to be doing out there, is communicating. You know, if you got to run on somebody and, you know, say, "Hey, I'm coming to your inside," you know, just so they know you're there. Sometimes some people don't look at every turn. They're not looking in the rearview mirror because they're trying to pay attention to what's going on out their windshield, you know?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, these two running about not quite 3/4 of a second apart. Jeremy reels him in on that turn by quite a little bit. Gained a couple tenths on him on that turn, and yeah, and about another tenth on that turn. So, you know, these two here battling it really hard. Both good racers, and I'm telling you what, man, Jeremy trying to stay in the draft of Tony. Oh, and Jeremy comes on pit road. So we're watching for Jeremy to come down pit road here, as he comes down that slow speed. Tony's still staying out there, but I have a feeling we're going to see Tony come down on pit road here before long. He knows Jeremy stopped now, and you know he's not gonna want Jeremy to get out there for fresh tires and try to, you know, stay try to stay out ahead of them with old tires, you know.
Oh yeah, exactly, really. No, he's taking all 4.
Yep, I definitely would take all 4, and he's away.
Yeah, me too. He's away, he's right.
So very good.
Good pit stop.
And Sean Butler coming up behind him, but Sean out there, he's got a lap or 2 on his tires older now. So Jeremy out there with new tires, and you know, Ed, we talk about that too. That you know, sometimes new tires you don't have very good grip on them. You got to get some heat into them and get a little wore down just a little tiny bit before they start getting a good bite. You know.
Oh, exactly. I always say like 2 or 3 laps, man. Heat those tires up a little bit.
Yep. Well, I would say probably a lap here because this is 4 miles around here.
Yeah, I know.
You know? And Jeremy goes 42 seconds behind our leader, Tony, now. But Jeremy still maintained that second position. So that's what I'm saying. Pitting here, you know, is not a bad thing because it's not like you're going to go a lap down going on the pit road, you know, unless the leader's right behind you.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But he was right behind Tony, so, you know, and Jeremy's already starting to reel Tony in. And Tony's going to start noticing it here before long.
Who is pitting now?
Yep, Tony's coming on pit road now, so let's see if he can get out ahead of Jeremy. You know, Jeremy's coming fast. David Howard Jr. going by, and Tony's coming to his pit stall, the number 1 pit stall right behind the pace car. Stops. Left side's going on, and he does left sides only and away. Oh, and
boy,
here comes Jeremy, and Jeremy
Goodbye.
passes him up. Whoa, this is going to be interesting. Oh, my God. Tony did right sides only, or left sides only.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Well, we're going to have to see how that's going to play out for him. Hopefully, you know, that might not have been a bad choice, but wow, I don't know if I would have went with 2 tires, Tony, but all right, good luck, buddy. Well, I think he
would have took 4 tires, Rudy. He would have been gone.
Yeah.
Jeremy would have been gone.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yep, he was probably watching his relative to see Jeremy coming, so. All right, so while those 2 are battling, let's go back through the field here, Ed, a little ways, and Sean Butler running in the 3rd spot, now 3.9 seconds behind them 2. Dustin Lee in the 4th. Oh, dang it. Dustin Lee back to the 4th position and 30 seconds behind him. Everett Lane back here he's 4 laps down in the 15th spot.
Oh, wow.
We've got a few guys that have taken their cars behind the pit wall. So William Kirk and Dustin Lee have been battling this out for quite some time now, Ed, and wow. Dustin Lee just staying ahead of William Kirk. So good battle going on here by these 2. Now there's a couple more equally impressive drivers right there. They're both awesome drivers, and I'm telling you, they're about equal to each other as far as talent and speed. You know, driving this track. Very good job by them 2.
I'm Aaron Davis. Must come out of the pit, driving in the 8th spot there.
Well, Vic Greenwood's picked up a spot now. He's up to the 12th spot. And Timothy Lewis, 18 seconds behind him in the 13th spot. Andrew Williams running in the 7th spot, so good job by Andrew tonight. Wow. And 31 seconds back behind him is our 8th spot driver, Aaron Davis. Timothy Lewis running in the 13th spot. Steve Hurst running 14th, 2 laps down. But Aaron Davis still running great out there. Man, I'm impressed. Steve Hurst in the 14th spot, 2 laps down. And the next one behind him would be Everett Lane. Trevor Gain running in the 9th spot, a newcomer to the league. 4.8 seconds behind him is Matthew Breckel. Matthew running really good tonight. Wow. Great job by Matthew, 10th place.
Yeah, he's doing a heck of a job tonight, Rudy. Just, letting the car go into the turns, man. Probably not used to this place. I mean, he's going to drop on the pit road now and probably get 4 fresh tires and full of Sunoco fuel there.
Yeah, that dreaded slow pace speed coming up pit road, man. That's
oh, yeah, 45 miles an hour.
As he comes down to his pit stall, and let's see if he takes 2 tires or 4 tires or whatever, running the Waffle House Chevrolet tonight, Ed.
Oh, wow, awesome.
That's what my son runs, the Waffle House.
Yeah, I would say when you said the Waffle House, isn't that Aaron's truck there?
Matthews stops in his pit stop. Steve Hurst going back out. All right, so Matthew taking all 4 tires and away. All right, so Sean back here in the 3rd spot, 8.1 seconds behind our leaders up here as Jeremy Patterson and Tony Godwin continue to battle it out, about a second apart now. Jeremy out there in that clean air, and that's kind of like where he likes to be, but he did a 4-tire change. And Tony only did a 2-tire change to try to stay in the grasp of him, And I don't know. Tony's doing quite well hanging on to him. I hope he can. Not saying it was a bad call by any means, but he had to do what he had to do to keep up with him.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I would have took 4 tires, man. You're fighting 2 new tires against 2 old tires.
Yeah.
But Tony's he's a drift driver. That's what I call like a dirt track driver, because he likes drifting in the turns.
Yes, he does. That's what he's doing right now, dirt tracking around that turn.
I see him.
Good job.
That foot on the brake and the gas at the same time.
He just
look at him go.
Look at that.
Look at that.
He's sideways.
sideways dude, man.
Oh, that's funny. He's like a good driver, though, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to
give him a nickname. I'm going to call him Drifter.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody drive like that. And he just eats that up. He loves it,
Yeah, he sure does.
He just loves to go around them turns sideways. As he closes right up pretty close to the back bumper of Jeremy on that turn.
Yeah, he sure did, boy. Like that's because he's drifting, you start drifting these turns, man. You get a little more speed off it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. As he's feeling the draft now, as he's coming up close to his bumper now, he's starting to feel that draft. And
just gotta be careful of those old tires against those new ones, but if you can get the drifting down, he should be fine.
I'm sure he's working on that method right now.
Oh, he is. He looks like to me, too.
All right, let's go up ahead of him and see who we've got up ahead of him. David Howard Jr., they catch up to him, they'll put him a lap down again, as he's just barely hanging on to the lead lap. He's at the tail end of the lead lap.
I bet he's wishing for a caution, but we've been caution free in this big track, man.
Well, we have full course cautions on it, but we found out last night they only work as if there was like say a 5 or 6 car pile up and everybody's aiming in the wrong direction in one turn or something, and everybody just like sits there for a minute. It'll throw out the full course caution. Okay. We do have full course cautions on, and what that means to the drivers out there is the fact that they have local cautions that it will throw up. If somebody slides off into the kitty litter or something, somebody coming up to that turn, it'll throw a yellow flag out for them to beware, you know.
Right, okay.
So, but David really hanging on here. He's trying to stay on that lead lap. And they only got 8 laps to go, Ed. Next time by, it's going to be 7 to go.
Awesome.
So I think the guys are having fun out there tonight. And, you know, that's what they're going to have to do to make the best of this track. You know, like I said, let's just get through this godforsaken track tonight.
David's
he loses the leader. Oh, man, right in front of the leaders. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Jeremy hit him pretty hard, too. And I think he just drove it in there just a little bit too hard. So and Tony stayed away from it. And I think Jeremy's seeing a little bit of his speed drop off as he falls back to about 7.6 seconds behind Tony now. But I don't really see a big bunch of damage on that truck, and I think he'll reel him back in.
Oh, I do too.
You know, because aerodynamics don't play a huge part here. He may be struggling a little bit with the steering, maybe. Might have knocked the toe out a little bit, but I think Jeremy's okay. I'm sure he wasn't happy about that, but... So Jeremy already starting to reel him back in, Ed. Look at that. Wow. I mean, he was 7.7 seconds behind him, and he's already back up to 2.3 seconds behind him.
Wow.
Yeah. He's closing the gap quick now. He's 1.9 seconds back. Wow. All right, let's go around the track here. Those two are going to battle it out. Trevor Gaines still running in the 9th spot back here. Great job by Trevor tonight. Aaron Davis running in the 8th spot. Vic Greenwood up to the 12th spot, so great job by Vic. 1 lap down. Still turning some really good laps here.
He sure is, Rudy.
And I don't think he don't have a dent in that truck nowhere. He usually doesn't, you know. He usually finishes the race every week. Hardly any dents, or no dents. So Kevin O'Brien running in the 6th spot. Good job by Kevin out there tonight, man. Great run.
Oh, we got something in the kitty leader. I don't know who that is.
That would be Matthew Breckel. Right ahead of Dustin Lee, as Dustin Lee's coming around. Dustin Lee running in the 5th spot. 52 seconds behind our leader. Steve Hurst still running in the 13th spot. 3 laps down. William Kirk hanging in here in the 4th spot. So good job by William. Man, he's come up through a little bit. Not sure if he's pitted yet.
I don't think he's pitted, but he's been, like, you know, getting these turns, coming up off the turns, man. He's really doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, that's what Jeremy told them guys last night. You know, it's slow in, fast off. You know?
Yep.
So Sean Butler running in the 3rd spot here, 9.6 seconds behind our leader. So great job by him. William Kirk back there, 25 seconds behind Sean. And Jeremy has reeled in Tony down to 1.2 seconds now, Ed.
Oh, he's on a rail. He's on a rail right now. I mean, it wasn't Dave's fault. Dave come in the corner a little too hard there and spun the truck around, and he had nowhere else to go. So that was just a racing incident.
You know, if I come away from that race and that's the only incident I had, I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I know Jeremy. He's probably not too awful happy with that. But you know, like you said, it's a racing incident. He was trying to get the heck out of the way, trying to stay ahead of them and get the heck out of the way too. So how do you do that? You know?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I mean, it's a nerve-wracking game, anyways. You know.
Yeah.
You don't want to have the truck run you over, and you didn't want to get in their way, but you try to get in that turn. And also, oh my God, it broke loose. Now I just kind of wrecked the leader out.
Yep. So
I bet he feels bad about that.
Jeremy kind of hanging on to 1 second behind Tony. He should start feeling that draft here in just maybe a few more seconds. But let's see how if he can overdrive Tony going into turn 1 here. Tony's going to have to slow down just a little bit sooner with the only 2 new tires on there versus Jeremy having 4. And Jeremy does kind of reel him in, maybe a 10th or 2. But Tony's hanging on there. And these are the turns that Tony accelerates in, or I should say excels in. And some of the other turns, some of the other turns Jeremy excels in. So, you know, all in all, man, they're pretty equal around this whole track. Andrew Williams still running in the 9th spot here, 112 seconds behind the leaders. He'll be the next one to go a lap down if the leaders catch him, but they got 5 laps to go, Ed. 5 to go. Oh, wow.
They're moving right along then.
Yep. Trevor Gain in the 8th spot. Good run by Trevor out there tonight. His first night with us. Great run.
He's still on the lead lap.
Yeah. Aaron Davis in the 7th spot. Good job by Aaron. Jared Akey's still sitting on pit road.
He ain't got that farm deal. Can't get rid of it.
Yeah, he just can't get away from that farm bill. Matthew Breckel back into the 10th spot. Steve Hurst now 12th. As Matthew goes by Steve. They come down that long backstretch here. It's kind of an interweaving backstretch. And then they got to come to this sharp hairpin turn to the left. And great job by these guys motoring around there. Wow, nice turn, Matthew. I think that boy's been practicing, I'm telling you, Ed.
I hear ya.
Yeah, good job, Matthew.
I was amazed with Andrew Williams there.
Yeah, he's running an awesome race. Kevin O'Brien's still running in 6th spot here. Kevin, 61 seconds behind the leaders, but man, I'm telling you what, he's doing a great job.
He sure is. He's driving the wheels off that thing.
Yeah, and he's only 2.5 seconds behind 5th place Dustin Lee. So he is catching Dustin Lee. William Kirk is still in the 4th spot, 34 seconds behind our leader. Well, let's see how far he is after he crosses the line here. Yeah, no, he'll be 34 seconds, yeah, because this is live timing. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, Jeremy's back down to almost 7 seconds back. Man, what happened? He must have spun out or somewhere.
Maybe. Oh, doggone it. Yep, definitely. Tony definitely pulling away. Something happened there. I see him and Sean Butler now close. See how these two are going to run around each other and see if they're going to, give room to each other as we're coming down. We've got 4 laps to go. This time by, it's going to be 3 laps to go, buddy.
It sure is. Oh, lap 22 here.
Well, if Jeremy's got any damage whatsoever, he's really not showing it because he's putting out some great lap times. He's back to 5.2 seconds behind Tony, and closing. He's closing back up, so he must have had something happen there that we missed, Ed. Sorry I didn't catch that.
Yeah, me either. I think I'm going to look back at that for a minute, Rudy, if you want to keep watching the race.
Yeah, go ahead, Ed, and see if you can find something. Maybe if he slipped, or maybe him and Tony were racing there and they touched, or I don't know. Because
I'm just going to go back and see. I guess I'm trying to see what happened there.
Yeah, we don't see Jeremy make too many mistakes, and so I'm not sure if it was a mistake on his part or what. But
yep, it was. Oh, he hit the kitty litter.
Did
I'm
he
going to bring
just go into the turn a little bit too quick, or?
I'm going to watch it right now. Actually, I went for it, backed it up, and that's where we're going to come down to the straightaway, and I'm going to let you know what happened here.
Okay. But, all in all, if he comes home second spot, I think he needs to be very proud of himself, because, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, it sure was.
That's they've all been doing some great racing out here, all of these guys. Him and Sean battling out here for that second position, only a half a second apart. Wow. And he is closing in on Tony just a little bit, just like a couple tenths here and there.
Yeah, that's what happened, Rudy. He got into that turn too fast coming down through there, and he went to hit the brake, and the truck started doing this wiggly wobble, and then all of a sudden he got up on the high side, up on the upper high side there, and went to turn him right in the kitty litter. That's too bad. Oh, he hit it.
Sean Butler tried to get a run on him.
Hits it twice there. He hit it twice, the kitty litter.
Yeah. Sean Butler tried to get a run on him that time, and those two went side by side into that turn, but Jeremy come out of it the victor on that one. So Sean's right there. He's challenging him. He's trying to, push his truck for everything he's got to get by Jeremy. But this time by is going to be 2 laps to go, and I'm not sure if there's going to be enough time for Jeremy. That kind of cost Jeremy some time on Tony Godwin. He's now 6.5 seconds behind Tony, so I don't know if there's enough race left unless Tony really makes a mistake up there.
Yeah, 10-4, because he took some seconds off there. He was like almost 7 seconds, and he dropped down to 5.4 now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if we'll have enough time. We're at lap 23.
So yeah, so these guys are Tony's really laying it out here now. He knows Jeremy's there. Jeremy keeps clicking off a couple tenths here and there, but I'm not sure if there's going to be enough race left for Jeremy to catch him and pass him, but that remains to be seen.
I guess we're only got to do one pit, huh, Rudy?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Because I see the leaders only do one pit. That's all we had so far.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have made it longer. Nah, this actually ain't too bad for, this is the first time they've raced on this, and that's not too bad considering, So let's go back here to the second and the third are still battling as we got 2 to go. And then let's go back a little further. Vic Greenwood running in the 11th spot. William Kirk in the 4th spot. Good job by William. Dustin Lee 5th. Kevin O'Brien still pumping along here in 6th spot. Matthew Breckel 10th. Steve Hurst in the 12th spot now. Aaron Davis 7th. Andrew Williams running in the 8th spot, so he's picked up a little bit, and Trevor Gain running right behind him in the 9th spot. So those two teammates battling it out here, and that's going to be for position. As they're next time by, they're going to get 1 to go. Tony Godwin out here still pumping them around here, and Jeremy's 6.5 seconds behind him. And let's go back here and watch a 2nd and 3rd place, because these two here have been battling out for quite a while, and they love battling each other, Ed.
Oh, they sure do.
So I'm going to kind of try to stay focused on these two right here for right now, because this could be the battle here for the race. And this is going to be everybody going to be trying to copy what they're doing, and Vic Greenwood. Let's see. I'm trying to get back here. William Kirk and Dustin Lee. William Kirk passes Dustin Lee for that position. So William Kirk now into the 4th position. And Dustin Lee back to the 5th position, but he's 30 seconds behind him. I'm not sure what happened there. But I'm sure William's going to be happy with that turnout. I don't know what happened to Dustin. So,
I'm not sure, really.
all right, so Sean and get up to the right one. Jeremy and Sean here battling for that 2nd position, so I'm going to kind of stay focused on these two here to the end. I know Tony's not that far up ahead of Jeremy, about 5.9 seconds, but we know Tony will probably win it, but this could be the battle for 2nd right here. Who's going to drive in the best and who's going to overpower who? And
well, Jeremy gets a good run coming up turns.
oh, he does, yeah. Slow in, fast off.
Yep.
That's what he always told me. All right, only a couple more turns to go, Ed.
That's what it looked like, Rudy.
And Sean trying every move in the book to get by Jeremy, and just, wow, other than hooking him and taking him out, it's about all he can do. It's just hang in there in 3rd spot right at the moment.
I think that's where I would be. I wouldn't try to push the issue. If I'm running the 3rd spot, man, I'd be happy with that, Kyle.
Yeah, yep. Now let's get back up here to Tony, because Tony going to be coming to the stripe here in just a minute. Trying to go back and forth between them two to, make sure I'm giving Tony coverage too here, because he's leading as he's coming around the last corner, Ed, coming to the stripe.
Sure is.
Comes up the hill, and he's going to go for the green, or the checkered flag, not the green flag. And Tony Godwin winning it here at Road America, not Rockingham. Road America.
Whoa,
Good job.
2nd place going in. He was going to take 2nd place. Boy, Sean Butler gets a friggin' run. I don't know if he got it in a... I have to rewind that. Look at that.
Well, I'm showing Jeremy Patterson 3rd.
Yep, I got Sean got him, man.
No
coming up the hill.
way.
He took it outside, got a run off.
Wow.
That was awesome. What a finish.
Okay, well,
That finish.
let's...
That's a photo finish right for 2nd place. Boy, is that close, Woody. You gotta get a snapshot of that. Wow.
I will here before we get out of here. But I got the mic open, and let's do a little interview on Tony here.
Okay.
Tony Godwin, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, what a gamble you took there on that last pit stop, Tony, and only took left side tires. But boy, I'll tell you what. But as it turned out, it was a good chance to take, and you kind of overpowered a lot of the field. But Jeremy pushed you really hard through most of the race, and he kind of, I think he slipped up a little bit or something there. I don't know. We'll talk to him here in a minute, but good race out there. Congratulations coming home 1st spot, Tony.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I just bought this track yesterday, and I hadn't practiced the pit road or nothing. So I knew I was going to take 2 because I knew I was going to give up a lot of time, but I didn't think I'd give up that much time getting on pit road. Jeremy took 4 and still was quicker on and off the pit road. But yeah, he had some troubles, and if it wouldn't have been for that, I probably wouldn't have probably wouldn't have got around him. He was pretty quick, but yeah, had fun.
Well, great job out there, Tony. Again, congratulations. And, you know, we were kind of watching the battle, and it looked like a lot of fun there. You and Jeremy battling it out so strong. It was just great to watch you two battling. You know, we know you know, the top three right there, you guys battled really hard for quite a few laps, and it was anybody's guessing game as to who was going to come out the victor on this. But, again, like I said, congratulations, Tony. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Bruce.
Sean Butler, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Rudy.
Wow, what a run coming out of the last turn and getting by Jeremy like that. Wow, walk us through that last couple turns there, would you?
It was quite the run. I felt real bad a few laps earlier. I almost took us both out going into that downhiller, and then but it was a great race. Sucks for Jeremy to have that happen to him, get some bad luck, and it was a fun race. Long race. It seems like 25 laps is a long time around here.
Yes, it is, but congratulations coming home second spot. Very proud of all you guys out here tonight. Every one of them, you ran the wheels off of these trucks here tonight. So, again, like I said, congratulations. And you got anybody you'd like to give a wave out to or say thank you to? Tony, that I apologize.
Just thank you guys for doing these races, and thank all these drivers out here running good, clean races today. And everyone was real cautious in the beginning and was real courteous on the track if you caught them. So just thanks, guys.
All right, very cool, very cool. Yeah, you beat out Sean by Jeremy by 2/1000ths of a second, man. That I'd like to seen that for the win. That would have been amazing. But great job. That's an awesome race coming out of that like that. So great job. Congratulations again.
Yeah, man, that was just awesome, man, Sean. That's like a photo finish for second place, man. I took a screenshot of that. I mean, like Rudy said, man, it was just awesome seeing you guys race so hard for that second spot, man. Good job for taking it. And good job, Jeremy, man. He got in a little flip-flop with David Howard Jr. there. David Howard Jr. got a little loose because he was leading the race there, and then all of a sudden he had to, go around that. Didn't have much damage, but at least he tried to get his truck back up there to catch Tony, and a couple hitting a sand pit there a couple times, but still pulled it off, though. Still got the third spot there. So, anyways, Sean, good second place finish there.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, Jeremy Patterson, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do, Rudy.
Wow, walk us through that last couple turns there with you and Sean battling it out. Tell us, how that was going, because it looked pretty intense.
Yeah, it was. After I got in that incident, my truck handled just terrible. I mean, I'm amazed I was able to control it as well as I did. I went off the track a couple of times into the dirt. I kind of figured Sean was going to go for it at the end, and I definitely don't blame him. Unfortunately, I missed a shift. I got so excited when he made that run. I was trying to take the middle of the track. I wasn't going to block him, but I wasn't going to make it easy either. And I got so excited looking at my right monitor, watching him come up beside me, I forgot to shift into fourth. And pretty sure I would have had second if I didn't do that. Pretty upset at myself for giving up a spot like that.
Well, great job anyhow, Jeremy. The three of you battled so hard early on in the race, and it was such great to see you guys out there battling so hard. Sean's going to be a tough contender when it comes to the end of the race, and I think he was setting you up all in all. He might not admit that, but I think he was. But it was great seeing you two out there battling like you were, and but hey, third place is not something to knock at, man. That was a great run out there by everybody today. And yeah, the incidents happen. I think we looked at that, and it just looked like a racing incident to us. And I'm sure David didn't mean to do that by any means. But anyhow, congratulations there, Jeremy. And Ed, you got anything?
Yeah, Jeremy, man, you amaze me every track that we hit. You know, like I can say that week after week after week, man. I know what we have for drivers over here. I know how you guys run, and you guys just, you know, especially this road course here at Road America tonight, man. We come over here and commentate, man. Couple of incidents, no cautions though tonight. Like Rudy was telling me, man, you have to get 4 or 5 cars being the cautioning to come out. So it's just awesome. You guys did, you know, 25 laps here, and no cautions that came out. There was a couple mishaps going in the kitty litter or on the grass, but kept the trucks, you know, straight. Jeremy, you did that. I saw that, man. I thought you were going to catch back up to Tony, and then you started dropping down. I think you hit that last kitty litter you did. And the battle was awesome between you and Sean, though. That was just amazing, buddy. And I'm just proud of you guys. What a good job you guys did tonight, man. So anyways, congratulations, Jeremy, on the 3rd place finish, buddy. And we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks. I also just want to throw a shout out to David Howard Jr. I know he felt pretty bad about what happened, and I just want to let him know, honestly, it's okay. He's a really good racer. I race side by side with him all the time. Things happen, and hopefully it never happens, but there might be a day when, you know, I lose it next to him, and, you know, hopefully it's forgiving.
Yeah, Ted for you. I know he really felt bad, but like me and Rudy kept looking at the replay. I did anyways a few times, and what happened? You got in the turn a little too hard in there, and the rear end kicked out on him, and you were right there, man. There's nothing nobody can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but overall, good racing all around. I had a blast racing with Tony and got all excited. I was second ahead of Tony, and I thought I might have it. But, yeah, real good racing by all.
That's 10 on that, buddy. Now, did you give a wave out to anybody, any sponsors on the truck, Jeremy?
Well, my sponsor's fictional, so probably not that. But thank you again to my wife for putting up with my hobby.
Well, there you have it.
All right, Ed. I got a screenshot too of that, and but you know, just to close out the broadcast here, you know, I think it was a great win by Tony, taking that 2-tire. You know, I mean, wow. You know, what a call that could have been. You know, and I mean, we had 2 lead changes in the whole race. Can you imagine that?
It's an awesome race, Rudy, and congratulations to Tony. I didn't get to talk to him, and you shut me off there. I just went to the next. That's all right, because you usually ask me, Ed, you got it for Tony. That's all right. He's going to skip right over me this time. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Don't shoot me.
No, I will. That's all right, but it was a good race. He did the right choice. He took 2 tires. It's too bad that, like I said, Jeremy got into the kitty litter a couple of times there, and the accident. That's what started out the accident there. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't David's fault. We just got a little loose. All in all, it was a good race tonight, Rudy, and especially at Road America, man. Yeah. Which I'm not good. I'm not a road course person, but some of these drivers are.
Yep. Yeah. So, all right. Well, just to run down the results here real quick, Ed, and before we close out the broadcast, Tony Godwin winning, of course. Sean Butler second. Jeremy Patterson coming home third. William Kirk fourth. Dustin Lee fifth. Kevin O'Brien, good run by Kevin, 6th place. Aaron Davis, 7th, great run by him. Andrew Williams, one of our new guys, our Aussie friend, and coming home in the 8th spot, great job by him. Trevor Gain, another new guy tonight, 9th spot. And in 10th spot, Matthew Breckel. Man, what a run by Matthew tonight. Definitely improved over, you know, he must have done a lot of practicing, I think. Don't take that the bad way, Matthew. You did good tonight. Vic Greenwood there coming home 11th spot. Steve Hurst 12th. David Howard Jr. 13th. Timothy Lewis 14th. Everett Lane 15th. Sean Dorr coming home 16th. Another one of our newcomers. Him and Everett Lane, both newcomers tonight. Great racing by them too. Jared Akey 17th. Teddy Wisniewski in the 18th spot, Brian Wortman 19th. And that's the end of the field there, Ed. So great race, I think. You know, it was just great to see Tony out there winning like that. And, you know, yeah, we had some good racing between him and Sean and Jeremy. And, you know, great race just overall. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, me too, Rudy. I'm glad that all our drivers had a good race tonight, man. And they're all patient, you know. And look at Steve Hurst, man. He was patient tonight. He was only 2 laps down, Rudy. Got through the race, took his time, didn't take nobody out. That was awesome.
Yep.
And I think that's what we talk about each week after week, man. Let's just get around with each other. If you see somebody coming up on somebody, give somebody a holler, say, coming by you. And I think that's will be less wrecks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, all right. Well, that'll do it for this week. And let's see, I believe, next week we are going to Dover. So we will see you next week at Dover, Delaware for 150 laps.